Church of God, a Worldwide Association, Part 1. I got slightly tired of the commercials. I still have like 2/3 of the videos left to go through. And I'm getting tired of hearing Armstrong scream. Yeah, he gets really active. Anyway, so they split from the UCG in like 2010. So remember when I said that the UCG had a council of 12? It was called the Council of Elders. So this offshoot came from disagreements. It's the same story, just not one singular figure. Their version is called the Ministerial Board of Directors, which has 7 members. 12, 7, such biblical numbers. Oh, side comment, do you notice how my videos of these offshoots are always 7 parts long? And on their main website, I love this comment, we don't do watered down. Other churches do, but not us. But they have over 10,000 members. They're about the size of the LCG.
Make it make sense. Kagwa, Part 2. So of course I found their statement of beliefs. They really never make anything simple. But I thought I would point out the sections that make them culty, or at the very least not mainstream. The Godhead thing is, that can be mainstream, so I'm letting that go. The 3 days and 3 nights thing is a hill that the churches of God will die on. They believe in a literal 3 days and 3 nights of Jesus' death and resurrection. Their concept of water baptism is you have to be submerged. With, like, no exceptions. 7th-day Sabbath, of course. Passover and the festivals, of course. Food laws, of course. Tithing, of course. They're also conscientious objectors, but they do vote. I personally don't. But that's a personal conviction, and I will never tell you that you can't. They think that they are the true church, so them saying the Church of God, yeah. And then the resurrection thing is not really mainstream, but it can fit within the mainstream umbrella. Kagwa, Part 3. Before I go any further, I just wanted to reiterate that I was surprised to find out that they meet, like, within walking distance from where I live. Just barely within walking distance, but still, walking distance. Anyway, I'm snooping all around their websites, and these are their leaders. Notice anything? At all? Seems pretty homogenous. Their expression comes in the ties. Anyway, they have this whole other website dedicated to proselytization. But no, they don't proselytize. But this is like right at the top. But the rest of it really does seem pretty normal. But I just had to say I came across this watered down comment again. The statement, "We don't make Christianity easy." Oh, I'm sure you don't. And they go back to the early church and their version of the correspondence course. Kagwa, Part 4. The Foundation Institute, otherwise known as FI, is the equivalent in Kagwa for Ambassador College. It is a 9-month tuition-based program. Students are college age, and they typically have part-time jobs as they work through this institute. I was going to show a clip, but I decided against it. The reason is, these people's lives have truly been affected by this institute, and I don't want to shower on their parade. I'll shower on the cult's parade, but not on their personal ones. Although I just had to say, I'm getting severe side-eye by just looking at this picture. I mean, appropriate. It is a very intensive program, and the courses mimic other ones I've seen in other offshoots. But 1 Bible, 9 months, and 14 classes. This rapid pace I have also seen in secular institutions as well, like Full Sail University, which is right by where I live. From all appearances, the education seems sound. Kagwa, Part 5. In the members area of the Kagwa website, you have this show called In Accord. It's predominantly focused on students of FI, but it is also somewhat comical, like an Egyptian weather forecast for the time during the 10 plagues.
Now, before we say goodbye to our chart, we in studio do want to make a quick public service announcement.
But this offshoot broke off of the United Church of God back in 2010, which is the same year that I left. For different reasons. So looking at this stuff is very much reminiscent of that feast video that the UCG did in order to get children to remember the names of the feasts. From what I gather from snooping around all over their website, they look almost identical to the UCG. It doesn't seem to have changed like any doctrinal issues or anything like that. And if they did, they were really very minor. Although to members, it might have been a big deal. I have a hunch about something. I thought so. Kagwa, Part 6. It's
always about the money. I would be totally fine with this cult if it was completely transparent in its finances. Just like with the UCG, their financial statements are questionable. The UCG produces its financial statement every year. The most recent one from Cogwa was 2017. So I'm going to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, and let's just say that 12 million was the number for 2017. For that number to work based on the way that we tithed, it would have been 4,000 congregation members making $30,000 a year. I see a problem. Understand me, in most churches, this may appear normal, with not everybody contributing. We viewed it as law. My guess is that someone's not reporting correctly.
Church of God, a worldwide association. Part 7.
Foundation Outreach International, otherwise known as FOI,
is the organization that leads, of course, outreach programs. Guess where?
one of these aren't like the others.
Where are all these countries located? Except that one. Now, don't get me wrong. I have no problem with people helping others out. I do have a problem with colonialism and white saviorism.
And the WCG and all the offshoots really have their eyes set, particularly on Africa.
In more ways than one.
Remember this marvelous gem? The way he looks is how I feel.
And who can forget this amazing piece of literature? We did often talk about Africa as they can still be saved. From whom?